As 1/5 of the wanted, I got to travel the world and achieve my dreams. I met my wife, Kelsey, and we have 2 beautiful children together. It's a life that I'm proud of, and a life that was perfect until everything changed in an instant. In October 2020, at the age of 32, I received the devastating news that I had an inoperable brain tumour. Overnight, my entire world turned upside down, and I was forced to reevaluate the value of life itself. I soon began to recognise the driving force of my life, a sense of hope that's been present whenever I've found myself in a difficult situation. When there was little belief that I'd ever amount to much, hope motivated me to persevere through the gruelling audition process that even I wasn't sure would get me anywhere. On late nights away from my friends and family, driving through some middle-of-nowhere place in America on a tour bus, hope kept me focused on the fact that fans all over the world wanted to see us perform. And who were we to get in the way of that? Never has that hopefulness been as important following my diagnosis. It gave me the drive to explore treatments that were never offered to me by doctors and helped me to persevere through the brutal side effects of radiotherapy and chemotherapy. I saw it like a tiny light in the distance, always guiding me to try. As long as I do my best, that's all anyone can ask for. But I have to strive towards that hope. My children, Aurelia and Bodhi, are the personification of this hope. They are always my most important consideration, and I hope that they will be able to look back at my journey and see how hope helped me fight against this unimaginable obstacle. By keeping hope at the forefront of my mind, I've already exceeded the expectations that I believe the doctors had for me. My cancer journey has been a huge learning curve, and the more I've educated myself on brain cancer, the broader community and the challenges we face, the more I have a compulsion to make a difference. I believe that by sharing my journey, as honestly as possible, I can help spread awareness about brain tumours that I think is necessary in order to raise the amount of funding that is given to brain cancer research. I feel like it's my duty to help others through this horrific journey and to do whatever I can do to make it a little more palatable. I believe that the lessons I've learned on this journey extend to everyone, not only those in the broad community of people living with cancer who inspire me every day. No matter what your challenges in life, I hope that the perspective I've gained in the past 18 months can help you to live your life in a more fulfilling way, less hindered by the things that don't matter, and with more valued place on the ones that you really care about. Cancer forces you to consider your entire existence. You start to see life through new eyes. I've completely changed as a person, for the better. It's made me question what my life has been about, what it means, what legacy I'm leaving behind. And I no longer stress about the small things that used to feel so important. Now what matters to me is the time spent with the kids watching TV in the morning, small things like that which are so easily taken for granted. It's important to stay present, absorbing, and making the most of every moment. Before I get any further, I want to acknowledge here that having a tumour in my brain has had a huge impact on my memory. It mainly impacts my short-term memory. So if I'd have told you something 10 minutes ago, I might have already forgotten ever saying it by now. As you can probably imagine, this does make the process of writing a book about my life quite tricky, and certain details have been very difficult to recall. My aim here has been to try and broadly paint the highs and lows of my life, the lessons I've learned along the way, and how my experiences have taught me that we can always be hopeful.